Hello everyone! In today's video I'll be walking through one of Code Club's project called Colourful Creations. We'll be having fun creating a poster and learning how to use different colours in Python. You can be as creative as you like with this, so be sure to share me your exciting posters with the email codewithzineb@gmail.com. Also, if you have any projects you want me to walk through, just send me the link. Stay till the end because I'll be talking through about quotes, so make sure you listen to the end so you can tune into that. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe to my channel as I'll be posting weekly. Let's scribble into the video. To get everything set up, you need to go on the Raspberry Pi website, which is what I'm on right now, and you need to click on Project, and then you click on Code Club because I'll be walking through Code Club. For your own self, you can browse all projects and you can find so many and just filter if you want. But today I'm only sticking with this. I'm using Python Module 1. And today we're doing Colourful Creations. Now, click on this jump to link, and if it comes up with something, then you're going to have to, if you want to carry on coding with Trinket, and you've already used this, then you're going to have to get a Code Plus plan on Trinket. But if it's not filled, then just start. So this one's filled, I'm just going to delete this. I don't know why this is here. This is from our last video. If you don't know about that, then be sure to check out my team choosing video, which is going to be on my channel. So what we're going to start off with, we're going to write a from turtle import. So right now I've just added the function, which is a turtle, as that's how we're going to be drawing. I'm just going to skip here and I'm going to write screen equals screen. So I'm just setting it all up here, and screen dot set up. Don't forget the brackets or the comma. 400, 400. So that's just created like kind of like a canvas. And screen dot bg means background. Background color is white. There. You can see this color is kind of greyish, and then this one's white. Okay. So Turtle has a list of color names that we can use, but sometimes we might want to use our own colors. And with Python, and Turtle, we can use hex color codes. If you don't know, each color has a hex code color. It's kind of like the DNA of that shade in color. So, to get to them, because it's kind of hard to remember them all, I'm going to click, where is it? Right here. I'm going to click on Jump to Picker, and we can choose as many colors. So this is a tool where it tells you the hex code, and what we're going to do, we're just going to change the background color to whatever we like. So this is something I've made, and I'm quoting it. This is what we'll be making today, and as you can see, it has a border, and I'll be explaining this later. It might not be what you're expecting. So I'm going to make my background. Let's see what I can get. Oh well, that's very cool. When you see the top, it's changing colours. I want to make my background blue. Actually, yeah, blue. That looks pretty good to me. Just going to copy that. And right here, I'm going to change white to that. And there you go, it gets the exact colour of this. Let's move on to starting to write something in our canvas. So to write something, we're going to write colour. And what colour do I want? I think with a blue, I think possibly a pink might suit it. I have no idea, I'm not very good with colours. So colour. Now I'm going to change the style of it. And the style is like the font, the size, if it's bold or light, there's all of that. I'm going to write bracket and I'm going to write Arial. And I'm going to get out of the speech marks, I'll just say. I'm going to change the size to 40, comma, and I'm going to make it bold. Now, you don't have to use the Arial font. You could use Veranda, Times, or Courier. I'll show you the different ones, but let's just start off with Arial. Now I'm going to do write. Let's just write hello. Hello. And font. So the font is equal to style. So rather than wasting our time writing it again, we're just going to say look at style, and there it is. And then I'm going to write align equals center. So we're going to write it in the center basically. And also you can see this little turtle sticking out. We're going to write hide turtle. So that's how Arial looks like. If you want, I can show you what Veranda looks like. Or Times. Same thing. That one. That's kind of like Secret Service type one. I'm also just going to change the background. I don't really like it. So what goes well with the writing? Maybe you can try. It has to be a dark colour. Comment down below what you think would go best with pink. So right now I'm struggling to find a colour. What I might just do black. Black is completely zero. Let's see what white is. White is all F. This is completely zero. It's pretty cool to know. I'm just going to replace that. There you go, I really like that. I'm also going to make this a bit bigger. Maybe to 100. So for big hello. Let's just change it to 70. There you go. You can change the text to whatever you want, but for you, I just save it for when you start doing your poster. So using hex color codes, like I said, they're really flexible, whereas you can get any shade of any color, but they are very hard to remember. Like, I'm never going to ever remember all of these different sort of codes. So as we know, we use dictionaries to search up words and look up what they mean, and it is pretty cool. In Python, we can use a dictionary, which is even more flexible. We can look up any of the value for any key in the dictionary. So we're going to make a dictionary, and it's going to be a color dictionary. So it's going to have all the colors, and we're going to name them. And then when we're coding for this project, it will come up straight away, all of them. So right underneath here, I'm going to write colors in that way equals, I'm going to kind of write the sort of curly brackets and put a space in between them. There you go. Now I'm going to just put this down here, and let's start making colours. If you want, you can create your own names, like you can use very lime for green, or really raspberry for sort of reddish, purplish colour. But I'm just going to keep them normal and simple so I can see. So let's just start off with green and actually the black and the pink. Let's just do those two. Let's write black, and then dot dot, and then you just write whatever the code is. Then you write comma. You write commas for all of the sort of words you're going to put in, or like list, until you get to the very last one. Now I'm going to write pink and pink. Let's just copy this. Now we can change this to black. Simple. And we can change this to pink. Before I'm going to just write underneath here, to print them out, I'm going to write print colours black and print colours pink. Oh, the colour's gone a bit lighter. It still looks good. Is that the colour of pink? Let's just go over there. Oh, I'm going to make it a nice pop pink this time. Copy. I'm just going to change the colour pink. By the way, it prints after we print out. It printed both of them out. This hasn't changed. Let's try redoing that. No idea why. It should have changed by now. Let's try writing it with the capitals down. Pink and let's see if we can try one more time. Guess it doesn't change. Oh well. Next, we are going to just add some more colours. Okay, what we're going to do now, well you are going to do, we're going to create a palette of colours that work well together. Particularly, you can pick any theme, so like the desert theme or space. You could use autumn, forest, sea, Christmas, ice cream, the colour of your favourite sports team, or anything. I'm just going to write onto Google colour palette with hex codes because that's what we use. Now I'm thinking to do this one I did a very summer theme. Maybe we could try do, really you could do anything you like, or you could just make it up yourself, or you could search it up like what I'm doing. This time, before I only used a few colours. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to copy all of these numbers down. I'm going to put them all into here. It will take some time, but it's still going to do it. I'm just going to skip through because you might not want to see this part. And I'll see you. You just pick anything yourself and just do that. Bye. Okay, so I've added quite a few colours now. I think I'm going to add one more, and it's just going to be this light pink. It's just going to write light pink. Quickly get that. Let's go FEA6CC. hashtag FEA666, is that correct? 6cc. Just going to print that out. Print colours, light pink. I can change this to light pink. There you go. So now I have all of that, we can start to create our own posters. Now I can show you my one, and in this one, all I did, so you could, for writing this, you can write pen up, you go to wherever you want it. I put 0.90 so that it could like start up quite high, and just estimate where you want it to be. I made the colour yellow, stayed the style. Instead of writing hello here, I changed something right here, the writing. And then I turned right and I went forward 80 to give some space. Then I changed the colour, I wrote something different, and then I hid the turtle. I went right, then forward even more, changed the colour, changed the style, and wrote something else. Then when it comes out, like that. Now to do the borders, if you think, what I thought in the start is that when they meant borders, you start off with a pink background and then you add the border in. But instead it's the opposite. You start off with like the sort of turquoise background. You then put a filled circle, then you write inside that circle. So let's say for this, I'm going to change it, the writing to, let's try and make it a bit MI5 like. Let's write London. I'm just going to write London in 6 o'clock. Actually, I'm going to write, let's get a quote instead. This is what it's supposed to be part of. Let's write quotes about secrets. So let's try and find one. There are no secrets. Which one do I like? There are quite a few good ones here. Okay, I'm trying to find a short one, but these are all pretty long. Let's do this one, pretty short. Secrets. Oh, actually I like this one better. We all have secrets. Let's do that one. So I'm just going to change what's written in here, and I'm going to write, we all have, and then you're going to turn right by 90, and then I'm going to go forward by 60, and I'm going to write secrets. And I'm going to write font, same line, font equals style, line in the center. Oh no, this is a bit too big. Let's change it to 40. I need to put the pen. As soon as you write that, I'm just going to have to put the pen up. Pen up. There you go. So you can make these even more spaced out. You can make like 100 as a space, and we could go move it up a bit. We could go right, pen up. Go to, then we can write 0. Make it move up. I think this is. There you go. We can change the style of this part. style equals, let's change it to veranda. That's right, 60 for this one, and let's make it bold. If we try that, okay. See, that looks pretty cool now. Now let's make a border. So I'm going to keep the background colour black. We're going to move this down again. Just remove this. Actually, maybe I'm going to keep that up. I'm just going to move it a bit up. Go to, let's write 50. 0, 50. There, that's good. And then, actually, before that I'm going to write, just like what we did here, I'm going to make a dot. Where's my dot? Right here. In fact, I'm just going to copy this. So let me just explain what this is doing. So I'm just putting the pen down, and I'm going to change a colour to what I have. I'm going to change it to light blue. And then I put the pen up, and I go to the right in the middle, and I put the pen down again, and then I draw a dot. So a dot is a filled circle, as we all know. If you think of a dot, it's a circle which is filled in with a colour. And then I'm going to write on top of that. There you go. All by itself. Like I said, it looks like we've had the background, then we made a border around it, but really we had the background, then we just put a circle on top of it. So I'm really happy with that. I'd like to see anything you can make. Anything, please share them all with me with the email codewithzeneb@gmail.com, and just be proud of what you've made. Get any quotes about anything. Yeah, so well done for creating a poster. Share this with your friends, your family, get them to learn. Like always, I have my 30 seconds to 1 minute to talk about something. If you have something you want me to talk about in any of my videos, it could be a joke, a subject that's important to you, anything, then just send it to me either through the comments or by email. So today we'll talk about quotes. In your poster, like I said, you should put a quote, just makes it a bit fun. A quote by anybody. A quote, if you don't know what a quote is a statement which people can make. I can make one right now, you can make one, we can all make one. We usually tend to remember famous people's quotes. For example, Martin Luther King's "I have a dream" quote, because sometimes they make a big difference in history and they motivate people. As sometimes famous people are like the voice of all of us, but sometimes we don't get heard as these famous people. Quotes are really useful, and they can motivate people in anything. In your one, you can do quotes about women's rights, environmental situations, politics maybe, Black Lives Matter, or even coding. Like I said, be sure to send me these amazing posters with the email codewithzeneb@gmail.com. So that's all for today.